crafty friends, welcome back to my channel and my craft room. I'm Kelly Wicker and I'm so happy to have you here. If you love bold, retro inspired card making, you're in the right place. I've been crafting with the Classic Road Legends collection from Mindy, Eggen, and Spellbinders, and these designs are so much fun to work with. Great for masculine cards, great for feminine cards. Honestly, they work for anyone. I've already made a few I can't wait to show you, and we're jumping into one more today. So let's get crafty. Okay, today I'm creating with the Classic Road Legends collection by Mindy Eggen for Spellbinders. And let me just say, this collection is so cool, y'all. It's full of retro muscle cars, classic cars, a pickup truck, and bold graphic details that are perfect for masculine cards. But honestly, with the right touches, these can be just as fun and fabulous for feminine cards too. Before I jump in, I want to say a huge thank you to Spellbinders for sending me these goodies to create with as part of their affiliate influencer team. I always love getting to play with new releases and share them with you. Now, if you're wondering why I'm a little behind showing May releases, it's because I was out of town for about a week and a half on a big road trip. We went to the Wicker family reunion in Indiana and then spent some time with my family in Chicago. It was a wonderful trip, but it feels so good to be back home in Texas. And on top of that, it's been a crazy month here at home. We've been celebrating my birthday, our anniversary, and my husband's birthday all in the same stretch. So things have been joyful, but definitely busy. And I'll be honest, I'm easing back into the craft room slowly. With my depression, anxiety, and OCD, sometimes it takes a little extra energy to get back into the groove. But being here, creating, and sharing with you brings me so much joy. So thank you for being patient and sticking with me. All right, let's jump into today's card making fun. I think you're going to love these cool and creative cards. Alright friends, I just want to take a quick moment here to show off the cards I made so far with this awesome set, because honestly, I'm pretty excited about how they turned out. I basically took some ideas that I saw online and made them my own, and to the best that I could. So I still have so many more ideas and cards I want to make with this collection, but here's what I've created so far. Each one has that fun, bold, retro vibe I love, and I've just had a blast playing around with different color combos and styles. So here they are. Take a look and let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. So let me show a close-up here real quick. I used some metallic red cardstock on this classic card, which I thought was perfect. I love stenciling that background. It's just so fun. And then here's a Father's Day card that I made. I hot foiled the BETTERPRESS plate in gold foil. Super fun. Remember, you can do that with your BETTERPRESS plates. And then here's another birthday card I made. I love using the metallic silver cardstock for the chrome. It worked out perfect for the chrome details on the car. So fun. Nice and shiny there. And again, I love that background. Super easy to do, and I will show how I made that in I'm going to be showing you how I made this card in today's video. So alright, now that we have a little sneak peek at what I made so far, it's time to get into the card making fun, y'all. I'm starting off today's card project by creating my card panel, and for that I'm using Hammermill cardstock. It's one of my go-to papers for crisp, clean die cuts and ink blending. I've got my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine set up with the universal plate system, and I'm pulling out one of my absolute staples, the A2 Matting Basics A die set. I'm using the largest die in the set today, which gives me that perfect full-size card front with just a little edge for layering. Now I'm following the instructions that come with the universal plate system, super straightforward, and running the sandwich through my machine. I love how smoothly this combo works together. The pressure is even and it cuts like butter. Seriously, it's one of those little joys in crafting that just makes the whole process more satisfying. One of the reasons I always reach for these A2 Matting Basics dies is because they give me a perfect cut every single time. I don't have to worry about wonky edges or trimming it down after the fact. And to be honest, I'm not really a fan of using a paper trimmer for my card panels. It works, but I much prefer the clean beveled edge these dies give. It adds a little bit of subtle detail around the sides that I think just finishes off the panel beautifully. Plus no paper fraying. And if you've ever had cardstock fibers pull or tear while trimming, you know how annoying that can be. So the dies have saved me that frustration and give me super clean results. So yeah, this is why these dies are always out on my desk. They are a small thing, but they make a big difference in my process and my final card. It just makes me happy to start with a nice crisp card panel. Kind of sets the tone for the rest of the project. Okay, y'all, now I'm moving on to the next step. And this is where I'm going to be stenciling the background using the Scenic Dry Stencil set from the Classic Road Legends collection. And oh my gosh, this background is so fun to create, y'all. It really is. This set includes 6 layering stencils, and when you use them together, they build this beautiful circular outdoor scene, complete with sunny skies, trees, and everything. I love how versatile this design is. You can place it either in landscape or portrait orientation, and it works perfectly in both. Okay, so each stencil sheet is numbered, which makes it easy to follow the order, and they include registration marks to help you get everything lined up just right. I'm not really using the registration marks here. I'm just using the center of my card panel since I already have it trimmed down. So the registration marks are those little triangle or corner shapes along the outer edges. You can lightly mark them on your cardstock or use a sticky mat with guides. It's such a simple system, but it makes layering your ink blends super easy and accurate. And this time I'm using something new that I'm really excited about, y'all. I recently started collecting Simon Hurley inks as a birthday treat to myself, so yay! And I picked out a few colors that I thought would be perfect for the scene. Well, I have more than a few colors. I have them over there on my Calyx unit. I absolutely love the names of his inks. They are so clever and fun, and the colors are great for blending. I'm using a variety of blending brushes here, keeping one for each color family, and just taking my time building up the scene. I've got warm yellows and soft blues for the sky, some fresh greens for the trees, and then I picked a brown for the bottom part of the scene here. I guess I probably should have done black to make it a road, but for some reason I went ahead and did brown. So this part of the process is just so fun and relaxing. Watching the scene come to life, layer by layer, is one of my favorite things. It starts out so simple, then suddenly there's this whole scenic moment right there on your cardstock. I could stencil all day. Now that my background is all stenciled and looking so bright and happy, it's time to move on to the next part, die cutting the muscle car. the sentiment, and for this card I'm playing with the Classic Sentiments etch dies, which are also part of the Classic Road Legends collection. This set comes with 22 thin metal cutting dies, and there are so many different greetings you can put together with it. The font is really nice casual print style, and I love that it also includes matching outline dies to give your sentiments that extra pop. There's a great variety of options in this set, everything from birthday, anniversary, best wishes, and even Happy Father's Day. So it's a really versatile set to have in your collection. It'll definitely come in handy for all kinds of cards. So I went ahead and pre-die cut all of my pieces, and I have them stored in my craft stack tray there. And so now I'm just piecing the sentiments together here on my card. I will say, I do kind of wish the entire sentiment die was attached in one piece to make gluing a little easier, but it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. For adhesive, I'm using my trusty Barely Art Glue in my Spellbinders fine tip bottle, which gives me nice control for these small pieces. And let me tell you, reverse tweezers are an absolute lifesaver for this part too. Okay, y'all, so here I'm using my black foam square adhesives from Scrapbook Adhesives, and I thought these were just perfect for this project. Since my card background has some darker colors and I'm using a bold card die cut, the black foam squares help everything blend in nicely from the side. You don't get those bright white edges peeking out under the die cut, which can sometimes be distracting. It just helps keep the whole look nice and polished. Okay, so now I'm just going to place the card right in the center of the card panel here after I remove the backers from the foam adhesive, doing my best to get it lined up evenly. I'm not aiming for absolute perfection here. I just want it to feel centered and balanced so that it really becomes the star of the scene. Alright, y'all, so now for the sentiment. I'm not doing anything super fancy here with lining it up. I'm just going to eyeball it. I got out my waffle flower strips here, adhesive, for the sentiments. And then, like I said, I'm just going to eyeball it and hope it goes on straight. Kind of using the sky there as a guide. Sometimes I'll pull out a ruler or a grid mat, but today I'm keeping it casual, and honestly it usually just works out for me. I also grabbed my Altenew Instant Dimension foam tape to attach the card panel to my card base once I have this all lined up here. I love using the Altenew foam tape. It's great because it really helps make the card feel nice and sturdy, and you get little to no sagging, which is awesome, especially when you've got layered backgrounds or heavier die cuts like this. Plus it gives just the right amount of dimension to really make the whole card pop. Alright, y'all, and that finishes up today's card project. That sentiment there took a little longer than I thought to piece together, but it was worth it. It was fun, and it looks great on the card. So I absolutely love how this one came together. That bright scenic drive background, the bold retro car, and that sentiment. It just all works together so nicely. I have to say, I really enjoyed creating with this set. Even while we were traveling, I actually brought part of this project along on a recent road trip, and it was so fun to play with on the go. I posted a couple of pictures over on my community tab. Well, I think it's called posts now. So if you want to go take a peek, go check out the community tab or posts to see those pictures. This collection is just so fun to create with, whether you're making cards for him, her, or anyone who loves cars and vintage style. It's got something for everyone. I hope this video gave you some fun ideas and inspiration. I know I already have more cards I want to make with this set. It's one of those collections that just sparks your creativity and makes you want to keep playing. If you enjoyed today's project, I'd love it if you give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. And if you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and join my little crafty world here. I've got lots more ideas coming your way. And thank you again for hanging out with me. I love sharing these projects with you, and I'm so grateful for all your support. But before I go, I'd love to know, what kind of card would you make with this collection? Would you go bold and masculine, soft and feminine, or somewhere in between? Let me know in the comments. I always love hearing your ideas. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy crafting. Ciao for now.